Teddy Feinberg, Brook Stockburger, Teddy and Brook Show, first program of 2013. It's an exciting time, folks. I think big year coming up for you, Brook.
Big year, I think so too.
Yeah, and for me. Let's get the ball rolling. Aggie basketball, they're 0-2 in conference play. They lost to UT Arlington. They lost to Louisiana Tech. Both of them are on the road. Now they come home. They face UTSA and Texas State, two new WAC teams that frankly are pretty unimpressive.
Yeah, unlike football, they should beat UTSA. I mean, they're 4-8. Texas State is 4-10. All these teams are 0-2 in the conference we're talking about, including the Aggies. They got to win both.
I think
they got to win both here at home. Get the 500 in the conference.
They're in the midst of a 4-game and 8-day stretch, and it can be hard to put in adjustments at that point. But let's be honest here, the Aggies need some sort of a spark. I mean, they've lost a couple straight. I think offensively they have some issues. We're so used to that team having a McInnes or a Gillenwater. They don't really have and aside from that, even that Jonathan Gibson, Jamar Young, Ernst LaRoche, some go-to players. They don't really have that on the roster this year.
No, nobody to dish the ball to who's going to be sort of like their number one guy to get it in the hoop. Talking about UTSA, they're a guard-driven team coming in. What's that do for the Aggies?
Well, I think the Aggies have had some issues, obviously, at the point guard position this year. So, they're kind of learning on the job. So that could be interesting to watch. If UTSA is an undersized basketball team, Simbular's really come on. I think the key for the Aggies is playing their shooters more. Your Kevin Aronis, your Eric Weary, the young man from Croatia who's shown a knack to really shoot the basketball. Because what that does is it will open things up for Bular. Bular actually has really progressed well, 7'5" kid. He's got some decent moves. He's got a left hand. But they collapse on him. He's got to be able to kick the ball out to some guys at the three-point line. So I hope to see the Aggies do that. And, I mean, their seniors have struggled. Bonjasi, Tyron Watson, solid players, complementary players, good defensive players. Not really your go-to guy.
Yeah, he's a real oomph, the guy that gives the drive. But hopefully he'll be able to clean the boards really well. And, UTSA uses their backcourt a lot, so that'll be the chance for them to maybe control the paint, set the tone a little bit. We'd
be remiss if we didn't go to Aggie football. There are some speculation, rumors swirling out there. There could be some assistant coaching staff changes. Now, they lost their offensive line coach, Brad Bedell, and the speculations that their offensive coordinator and their special teams coach, Jerry McManus, Keith Murphy, respectively, they could be next to not have their contracts renewed. Bedell actually just went to Arkansas State. Second straight year, there's been some turnover on the coaching staff.
Yeah, that could be kind of hard on the teams. The quarterbacks, the offense, trying to learn the system when you get a new coach every year. Yeah. But who knows? Maybe we'll get somebody back.
This year is different because if they happen to look Doug Martin's way, their old coordinator, they're basically just bringing back an old guy, so not really replacing anyone. They're bringing back someone they already know. In Bedell's case, I think they can get someone of equal value. And in Murphy's case, special teams hasn't been that great. So, Austin Trout, he got in a little trouble New Year's Eve. Actually, it was New Year's Day, I guess, technically, 4:30 in the morning, Taco Cabana, El Paso. Nothing ever really good happens at Taco Cabana, 4:30 a.m. on New Year's Day. Public intoxication. There apparently was a little scuffle. We don't have all the details, but we thought we'd bring it up.
Yeah, we'll talk more about it next week as the story progresses. But, yeah, I mean, if you're going to be out and about, especially if you're a high-profile kind of guy, people might be looking to get you in trouble anyway. It's just maybe it's the best idea to be home in bed right then instead of at Taco Cabana.
It's kind of a shame because people are going to come to their assumptions, no matter what the story is. That's just kind of the world that we live in. I'm not saying it's a good thing, but we do want to get all the details. Again, nothing ever good happens at Taco Cabana at 4:30. It never fails. Nothing ever. Lucas, are we missing anything here? I mean, high school hoops maybe? It's early in the year. Mayfield girls look very good. Cruce's girls have surprised with a very good record. Cruce's boys have some talent this year. Mayfield's trying to find themselves, so is Oñate.
Yeah.
That was succinct.
Very NFL playoffs, who are you guys picking?
Wow.
Well, I like the Seahawks over the Redskins.
I'm excited by the Seahawks. I am.
Yeah.
The two rookie quarterbacks going head-to-head, and Russell Wilson has just really been impressive. Obviously, RG3 is RG3 and is doing what he's doing, but I don't know. It's just Seattle is really hard to beat right now.
Well, I like Green Bay over Washington. This is obviously wild card weekend. I like Green Bay over Washington. I like Green Bay over Minnesota. I like Seattle over Washington. I think Indy Baltimore's a tough one to pick because I think Indy's riding a real wave of emotion with the whole Chuck Pagano thing.
But Indy's defense has been sort of lacking, and if Flacco has a good game, which he does at home, he does it on the road, he does at home. So I'll probably lean towards the Ravens, although I wouldn't mind seeing them fall.
Now, is Ray Lewis coming back? Because he actually announced he's going to retire at the end.
Yeah, I think he's going to play.
See, if he plays, that could be a real emotional boost for them. And then what's the other game?
Cincy at Houston.
Now that's an intriguing game too. I like Cincinnati linebacker Vontaze Burfict. I mean, that's just a great name. I don't even know if he's that good. He's a rookie.
Good football name.
Cincinnati's a very good front four. In football, when you just rush four, gives you a chance to kind of mix up.
I'm a Steeler fan, but they have the best helmets in the league. Love the stripes.
No, you do. Folks, thanks for checking us out as always. At Sun News Facebook, lcsun-news.com. Of course, our Twitter accounts at Teddy Feinberg, at B Stockburger. One more Bengals reference, Chris Collinsworth. He didn't wear the gloves. Wide receiver, old school.
Very good.
See ya.